Now a week away from the inauguration of Joe Biden, and the FBI is already warning of armed protests in every state this week. After the world saw how rioters breached the U.S. Capitol last week, safety concerns are growing for next week's transfer of power. Senator Tim Kaine tells 10 on Your Side's Chris Horne what it will take to beef up security as Congress once again considers impeachment.
Kaine said he voted for impeachment the first time and he would do so again. But he says right now it's safety first.
The Wednesday, the 6th, was a day that I never imagined, that I'll never forget, and I never want to repeat.
Senator Tim Kaine says even though last week's Capitol riot could lead to the Senate getting an article of impeachment against President Trump in a matter of days, his emphasis is on Wednesday of next week.
The most important job on our shoulders right now is making sure that there's an inauguration that is peaceful and safe.
I, Barack Hussein Obama, do solemnly swear.
Kaine is drawing on his experience from 12 years ago when he was governor of Virginia during President Obama's inauguration.
Massive crowd event, security risks and threats, and the two governors, Virginia, Maryland, D.C. mayor, worked together with DHS. And
D.C.'s mayor also remembers Obama's inauguration and the women's rally the day after Trump's.
People coming to demonstrate peacefully are very different than the people we saw storm the Capitol the other day. And I think that it will be shown that those people were organized, trained people who went into that building.
5'5", 5'6", 5'7", 5'8".
Between 5,000 and 10,000 National Guard troops are expected to be in place. Kaine says gauging the right amount of military presence will be tricky.
Not to have an overly militarized January 20th, that would itself send a signal that might not be right.
There's already talk on social media of armed protests, but the Secret Service says it will be ready.
Mass civil disturbance is something that we plan for. We have contingencies in place.
People have to see a very different face of the Capitol and of the United States that day than they saw on January 6th. Americans need to see something different, and the world needs to see something different.
The Washington Monument has been closed because of credible threats, and online messages are calling for armed protests at all 50 state capitals. Chris Horne, 10 on Your Side.